Hey all, today I want to talk about Ape Lights, and I also want to mention that I saw a video that Rick Webb did the other day, and he's got some Ape Light alternatives, we'll call them, from a company called Both Lighting. And they kind of look like Ape. I didn't watch his entire video, it's like 37 minutes long, I just don't have that kind of attention span. I did have a few questions, and I was able to skim through his video and get the answers to the questions. And, I think Rick was really honest about the product, by the way. And I'll talk about that later. The first thing I want to talk about is what I've had personally going on with my Ape lights. First thing, one of my Ape cans was stolen at an event. Not one of my events. It was an event a friend of mine was doing. So, had to get replaced. I was able to find 2 used cans out there. And thank you for the person who sold me the cans. They needed batteries. So, first thing I did was I bought these batteries off of, like, Amazon, right? Because the lights that I have right now, the old style, have batteries like this that you just pop into this little battery holder, right? The new Ape lights, the batteries are like soldered together and stuff. It's just a very different animal. So those batteries that I bought didn't work. We had to buy different batteries and have batteries plus solder them up and put the little wire on them. And by the way, they work really well. So no problems there. They work with my other lights. They're the same thing, right? Same colors. They sync up fine, all that. Although these are white covers and these are the original multicolored covers, works exactly the same. So now I have 2 of these to replace one that we lost. So now if one grows legs and walks away at an event, we have a spare. No big deal. Now as far as these batteries go that I picked up, I'm pretty confident I can use these in my old lights, my old cans. I think I can. Tell me if I can't for some reason. This is what I have. The batteries in my old cans are getting a little tired. They don't hold charge like they should. So I can do 2 cans with one of these packs that costs like 18 bucks. And I've got 11 cans that take this style of traditional battery, which I don't know if I can pull one out. No, see, they got the regular, top on them and the bottom. They're just rechargeable batteries. If these work well, I'll buy more and replace all the batteries in my cans because that's probably just a good idea maintenance-wise. Also, my Maxis. I needed to do some maintenance on these. And I just want to stress that, this wasn't because these are bad lights. It's because they get used a lot. And I've had them for 4 years. It was just tightening things up is all it was. Tightening screws and nuts and stuff to get these up to where they were supposed to be, where they weren't falling apart, where they went into the charging dock fine. This, as far as I'm concerned, it was just maintenance that you should be doing on stuff. Oh, also replace the batteries in my 2 remotes that I can locate. I had 4 of these, but they kind of grow legs and walk away. Now I can only locate 2. Blanca actually has one. We're using some Ape coins on the porch for Halloween decorations, so she's got one upstairs. There might be another one in one of my other cases. I'll have a look, but yeah, I had 4. I'm down to 2. I can't afford to lose any more, misplace any more of those. Now on to those knockoff lights from, I believe it's pronounced Both Lighting, B-O-T-H, Both Lighting. They've got one called, believe it or not, Freedom Par 4 LED. Freedom Par I thought was a Chauvet name, but they're using it. And that's 4 12-watt LEDs. It looks like this. They also have one that's just an LED mini spot 3 LEDs with RF remote. The RF remote is cool because that's what I have, for my Ape. This is an RF remote. The first thing I'll say is their RF remote is not this remote, but it kind of looks like this one. This is actually an IR remote, but the RF remote looks like this, where this has like 24 buttons on it. It's kind of convoluted in the dark, where Oh, by the way, this is like off the shelf from China. We need a remote for our product kind of remote. This is what you get. This is more of a custom design. It's got 10 buttons on it. And I know what all 10 buttons are. And I can find them in the dark because there's 10 of them. And there's a pattern. Lower right, lower left, middle, back, forth, up, down. It's pretty easy to use, in my opinion. And it's even got a little light on it. Cool, huh? Little light. Which is the button that you use to wake it up, essentially. But anyway, that was kind of a bummer when I saw that. And I understand that they're quite a bit less in cost than the Ape stuff. So you got to make compromises somewhere, right? So that's my first thing I thought. It was like, well, ease of use is why I like Ape. It's not the design. I don't care about the design. I care about the ease of use. And, you know, reliability is nice. The small footprint is nice. Battery power is great. Ease of use is why I use these lights. This is my big selling point. And the RF remote definitely makes it happen. A relatively easy to navigate RF remote is also incredibly helpful. Here's where it gets weird. And Rick mentioned in his video, it's not as easy to control these lights on the fly as is the Ape stuff. The Ape stuff's kind of on demand. You can go from a solid color, switch those colors to whatever you want. You can go fade, you can go strobe, and it all syncs up. And you can do it from the remote control. You can do it in groups of 4 different lights. A lot of that stuff you can't really do with these both lights. Yeah, they're cool for uplighting. If you want to uplight, you can do that. You can change the uplight colors. It seems that you can do that with the remote relatively easily. But if you want to go into any kind of meaningful sound active mode where they're all synced up, that sounds like a real difficult procedure to go through. You literally have to go to every light around the room and push this button and make this color happen to make them do that thing. Again, it's an ease of use thing. I use all of these Ape lights, like these and the cans. They are, yeah, up lights, as some people call them, architectural lighting, but they're doubling as my dance lights too. I used them this weekend. I can do cool things with the Fresnel lenses on the cans or the coins. I can do nice washes with the maxis. They all work together. I can group them however I want. They work as my up lights. They work as my dance lights. They work as my ambient light, my effect lights, all kinds of stuff. I don't have to have all of these individual lights to do all these different things. I don't have to have a set of up lights and a set of effect lights. When I became disabled and I wanted to go out on the road by myself, I had to figure out how to do it with a little more ease so I could handle it one-handed, right? And so I could get things up and down in a timely manner. And I'm always looking for a solution for just easy lighting, because DMX, in my opinion, is a pain in the ass, especially if you just need a few lights. It's cables to hook up, it's programming to do. I don't care for it. A lot of people love it. Howie Darkstar loves DMX. For a mobile DJ application, I don't care for it. So I wanted something that, you know, battery power is great, less cables to plug in. Wireless DMX is neat, but it would be even better not to have DMX, which is exactly how I'm using the Ape stuff. Yeah, you can DMX this stuff with this other dongle that I never use, but why when you can do everything I want to do on a remote? Fades, chases, color changes, dim, strobe, whatever you want to do, all on the remote. That's enough. None of my clients are saying, you know, I really enjoyed your performance, but your lighting could have been more interesting. No, quite the opposite. They like my lighting a lot. It's elegant and they don't see it. So where's the lighting? Oh, it's here. You just can't see it. And I hit a button and boom, it all comes on. It's kind of neat. So anyway, yeah, I mean, if you were to look at these both light solutions, you know, just because they kind of resemble this doesn't mean they act like this. If design is your thing, if you want a light that looks like this, it's chrome with a top kind of like this and maybe an extra diode. Maybe that's something to look at if you're just looking for battery powered up lights. That would work for you. But if you want a light to do things other than just be an uplight with ease of use, I think that's not a solution for you. And Rick will tell you the same thing in the video. Be cool for rental and great for just uplighting if you've got other effect lights, but yeah, not for me. So anyway, that's where I'm at. That's what I got going on. Quick video for you. I've got a meeting coming up in about an hour I got to do, plus I'm doing a broadcast tonight on DJ and TV. So I'm going to put this video in the can and edit it and put some of this crap away and get on my other tasks for the night. Also need to do a Tuesday DJ gig tip too. So I should probably get on that sometime after my broadcast. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Practice and enjoy.